Welcome to Engage on the Go. I'm Judy Maggio. A priority for Leadership Austin is to increase civic engagement by convening even more people in critical community conversations. We know not everyone's available for our monthly Engage Breakfast, so we're bringing these panel discussions to you through this Engage on the Go series. Our hope is to encourage a thoughtful dialogue about a community issue at a time and place that works for you. We want to thank our presenting sponsor, University Federal Credit Union, who's helping us bring these series of discussions to where we live, work, and play.
Hello, my name is Tony Boudet. I'm CEO of University Federal Credit Union. We're proud to partner with Leadership Austin as presenting sponsor of Engage on the Go. We hope this series sparks thoughtful, respectful dialogues at a time and place that work best for you.
The numbers speak for themselves. Women comprise close to half of the U.S. workforce. Though they earn 60% of undergraduate and master's degrees, they only make up 14% of executive officers and 8% of top earners. We've come a long way, but there's still a long way to go. Leadership Austin brought together 3 local trailblazers to talk about barriers and biases against women and how we can all work together to overcome them. How can women be more vocal and less apologetic?
When I was first starting my career out, my husband, who has been like my biggest champion, gave me a book, and it was Madeleine Albright's autobiography. If you have not read it, read it. And in the book, Madeleine talks about teaching law school at Harvard. First of all, she was in law school when there were very, very few women in law school. And here she's teaching law school at Harvard, very few women in the class. And she'd ask a question, and she knew it would be a really difficult question, and she'd look out at the students, and she'd see the women, and she'd look at their faces, and she knew they knew the answer. They were bright, intelligent, and she'd look at them thinking, raise your hand. And they never raised their hand. And every man would raise the hand, and she'd look at the men that raised their hand, and she knew they didn't know the answer. But they still spoke up. I read that, and that was a turning point for me. That was the point where I said, I am going to raise my hand and take a risk.
I'm going to modify the word mentor to sponsor. I think sponsor is more powerful. I think sponsoring is more proactive. And I think if you can get somebody to sponsor you in role play. And the last thing I would say is I watch the clock in meetings. How much airtime do the boys take? Don't let them have all that airtime.
I'm sure you've watched some clocks, Chris.
I think it's really important to know yourself because style matters. And sometimes others can help you, including sponsors, mentors, and another word, advocates. Many of my advocates have been females, powerful females who have been in chairs, but many of the people that took a chance on me personally to get a job have been male. And because they were empowered to make those decisions. But learning early on that style matters and you have to believe in yourself and to be comfortable in yourself.
How can we empower more women?
Each one of you in this room today has the ability to empower the person next door to you. And so if you're willing to engage with the other person and say, I've got a dream, I would like to become the best of A, B, C, or D, tell somebody else. We can empower each other, and it's very linear. It's A to B, B to C, C to D. It's person to person. It's not abstract. It's personal. And if somebody says, I'll help you do this, that's how we empower each other.
The other area I think that we can help is raising our children. And so I have a son, and I really focus on raising my son so he understands that every woman around the table is equal to him, and sometimes they're a lot smarter than him. Although he's a smart kid. Don't tell him I said he's not smart. But I raise him really to think of women as really powerful and really equal to everything that he does as well. And then I also focus on him only date really smart women. I said, don't ever bring home someone that's not smart, because women are smart and really, really bright. So his primary focus is really looking for women that want to engage in the type of politics he wants to engage in the type of community service that he loves to do. So that's where the focus has been in raising our son to be more on the same playing field.
A couple of weeks ago, I was at a session with a major company in Dallas that's involved in sports and entertainment, and we were having a diversity and inclusion session, and they were talking about how they can change their hiring dynamics to diversify, to provide more opportunities for women in the area of sales. And one woman there was from LA, and she was in charge of a major sponsorship area, and it was Nissan, and she just said, look, you all have to get it. Corporate America expects this. They expect the people that they do business with to be more diverse. They want to see diversity in their employee base, and if you don't have it, they very likely will not do business with you. So I think the opportunity is there. The fight has been had. It's been going on for a while. I think now it's opportunity, and it is about preparation, advocacy, mentoring, and connection and opportunity.
Is there an actionable way each of us can do our part to help more women become leaders?
I'd really like each one of you at your tables to, if you have a card, hand it to everybody else at the table, exchange names and phone numbers, and commit to being an empowering person at your table. This is your start to be Herdacity, where women dare to be the person they want to be, where you dare to control your destiny. So dare to help each other and open yourselves up to being helped.
So I'm going to make a call to action for something that I'm really passionate about, and that is mentoring and coaching, no matter how old you are. And I'm looking at Teresa with Con Mi Madre. She mentors people. She's early in her career. She's successful in her career, and she mentors. I'm thinking of Caitlin Locke, who I work with, who I just asked to mentor a new intern. Again, early in her executive career, but she's going to help mentor somebody else. You're never too young to start mentoring, because you have even 3 years or 4 years or 5 years experience. And then those at the executive level, make it your priority, whether they're male or female. And I've mentored a lot of men in my career as well, because I enjoy that. Make it your priority. Make time. I'm passionate about it because, again, without my 5 mentors who I could pick up the phone today and call, I wouldn't be doing what I'm doing.
My call to action would be, don't be afraid to be competitive. And I don't coach, and by the way, I've never coached. Many children are alive today because I didn't coach. I love working with coaches because I learn so much from them, but mostly what I've learned is to watch them teach, in our case, young men and women, how to really be competitive. And what that means is to give your best every day, be consistent, and to bring it every day and try to excel. So that's the call to action.
We hope you found this edition of Engage on the Go helpful. Greater Austin is a diverse, rapidly growing region, facing issues that will certainly shape this place we call home. Please enjoy your conversation, and thank you for caring enough to share your perspectives with each other.